The South lost the Civil War because of its overtaxed economic system, Abraham Lincoln's implacable determination to end the rebellion, and finally, the Confederate Army just ran out of men.
A Moment in Time with Dan Roberts.
American Civil War casualties were enormous. Industrial technology had made it possible to kill people in huge numbers. While casualties north and south were approximately the same, Southern dead and wounded were drawn from a much smaller pool of eligible fighters. The white population of the South was 5.5 million. By contrast, northern states had 22 million. The South did have 4.5 million slaves, but it was not until the end of the war, after much soul-searching, that the Confederate Congress authorized the use of slaves in the Army. Southerners were loath to put a gun in a black man's hand. Governor Cobb of Georgia spoke for many when he warned, "Use all the Negroes you can get as hewers of wood and drawers of water, but don't arm them. If slaves make good soldiers, our whole theory of slavery will be proved wrong." As defeat followed defeat, civilian morale began to decline and line troops began to desert. It is one of the dirty little secrets of the Civil War that by the fall of 1864, between 100,000 and 200,000 troops in the Confederate Army were simply no longer present for duty. The Confederate Congress had instituted the forced draft of military-aged men into the Army, but this flew in the face of the cherished Southern principle of states' rights. Some state governors resisted Richmond's right to draft citizens of their states, forgetting that the chief threat to states' rights was not Jefferson Davis, but Abraham Lincoln. In October 1864, Robert E. Lee wrote to the Secretary of War, "If we can get out our entire arms-bearing population in Virginia and North Carolina, we may keep the enemy in check. If not, the result may be calamitous." It was. At Appomattox in April 1865, Lee had only 8,000 men to throw across Philip Sheridan's skirmish line. The South had run out of money, bullets, men, and time. At the University of Richmond, I'm Dan Roberts.